Top 5 most oldest cities in Africa. Africa is a beautiful continent which contains 7,600 cities in it. Well, some of these cities came to an existence before others, but today we are here to educate ourselves on the oldest cities in Africa. Since the Western educational system does not pay much attention to African history, which is why most people know very little about the ancient cities in Africa. Hello, please, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for an educational videos like this. The history of the Black continent is by no means a one-size-fits-all story. Africa is home to diverse range of cultures and traditions, and it has been home to many great and often forgotten empires throughout the years. Well, in this post, we will try to capture a glimpse of the great African history and show you some of the oldest cities in Africa that everyone should know about. Number 5. Tangier, Morocco. Tangier is 2,900 years old, situated along the Maghreb coast west of Strait of Gibraltar, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Mediterranean Sea. Tangier is one of the most famous Asian cities in Africa. Tangier started off as a Phoenician colony somewhere around the 10th century BC. Its ideal geolocation helped the city to excel as one of the most frequented trading hubs in North Africa. The city was eventually conquered by the Romans, but it received special municipal privileges. After the fall of Rome, Tangier remains a part of the Byzantine Empire until the Arab conquest, and it later served as one of the logistic base for further Muslim conquest into Spain. After the Middle Age, due to Tangier location, European powers kept competing for it, and the city changed hands several times between Portugal, Britain, and Spain. Due to the city's special status throughout the year, Tangier had the options to choose whether to join Morocco after becoming an independent country in the 1950s or to continue on its own. Tangier chose to join Morocco in 1956, and today is one of the country's main tourist hubs and most significant historical city. Number 4. Carthage, Tunisia. Carthage has been existed since 2,900 years ago. Technically, modern-day Carthage is just a posh suburb in Tunis, the capital of Tunisia, but this suburb still carries the memories of what was once the world's greatest city. Ancient Carthage was founded by the Phoenicians around the 2,900 years ago. The city has access to sea and is the central location to the North African coast, quickly turning it into a regional trading hub, then a kingdom, and eventually an empire that gave the Romans a run for their money. After the loss of the Punic War, Carthage was absorbed by Rome. It was part of the Byzantine Empire, and later it was conquered by the Arabs and never really reached its old glory. After the Middle Age, Carthage became a part of the Ottoman Empire, and in the 19th century, it became a French protectorate. Number 3. Cairo. Cairo has been existed 3,000 years ago. The capital of Egypt has been a strategic gateway to the Nile Delta for centuries, a fact that has been made Cairo desired by some of the world's greatest empires throughout the years. Cairo is a city with a rich history and certainly one of the most important Asian cities in Africa. The city has a wealth of history and important monuments, including the pharaonic tombs and temples, golden treasures of kings' pyramids, and much more. Cairo did not become the capital of Egypt until 970 AD, but it existed many years before that. Its proximity to the Nile attracted the first settlers more than 3,000 years ago. Cairo spent most of the ancient time and early Middle Age in the shadow of men's fear, and Alexandria, but after becoming the capital in 970 AD, Cairo has been the most important city in Egypt. Today, Cairo is the sprawling metropolis that is home to more than 20 million people, which makes it the largest city in Africa, Arabic world, and the Middle East, as well as the 6th most populated city on earth. Number 2. Fayum. Archaeological evidence points out that the area surrounding the city of Fayum has been inhabited at least since a Paleolithic era, making Fayum one of the oldest cities in Africa. The first settlements appear in the 5th millennium by the 9th century BC, but the first written sources of the city date back to the Old Kingdom. The ancient Egyptians used to refer to the city as Shedet, and the city was famous for its cult of the crocodile god Shopek. A few millennia later, the city became a part of the Ptolemaic kingdom and was renamed to Ashinon. With the arrival of Christianity, Ashinon became the seat of the bishopric and the capital of its province. Throughout the year, the city was conquered by the Romans, Arabs, and Ottomans, and today it is home to 3.8 million people, making it the 4th most populated city in Egypt. Number 1. Luxor. Luxor has been existed 5,200 years old. We name up Luxor as the most famous ancient city in Africa, which was also known throughout history as Thebes. The ancient city of Luxor dates back to 3200 BC and is the oldest city in Africa. Luxor was founded around the same time as Memphis, which is not part of our discussions because it does not exist anymore. However, the Luxor was the fastest growing city between the 3000 and the 2000 BC, and it became the capital of the Egyptian kingdom in the 2135 BC. The city eventually fell first to the Macedonian and then later to the Romans, Arabs, and Ottomans, but throughout the years it remains the religious capital of Egypt as the city of the gods Amora. Today, Luxor is home to 1.3 million people and is the 5th largest city in Egypt. Hi family, we have come to an end of this educational video. If you are new here, remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for our new videos.